Hello, my subjects. Sorry for being gone for 2 months. I just had no motivation to make videos, but this topic could not be ignored. Also, I haven't really formally introduced myself to this channel yet. My name is RJ Nils. You can call me RJ. My favorite colors are pink, black, white, and baby blue. I like scene, emo, and pastel, but that's pretty obvious. I like baking, writing, and of course drawing. Storytelling, I hyperfixate on lion. I like Cuphead, Five Nights at Freddy's, The Coffin of Andy and Lele, Doki Doki Literature Club, My Little Pony, Object Shows, Little Misfortune, My Neighbor Enid, That's Not My Neighbor, Chicken Nuggets, Storytime Animation, Quick Run Kingdom, Ponytown, Talking Tom, Yandere Simulator, and other thing. But that's not the topic of this video. The topic of this video is that TikTok is not how it used to be in 2019. TikTok used to be about just teenage girls dancing and head bopping to songs on that Charlie D'Amelio and Bella Porch type stuff. Or just funny videos like Cabby Lame. But those are only fever dreams of people now. TikTok is only now just a wave of rage bait, and almost everyone is thirsty for clout, spreading misinformation and posting videos to rot our brain before our 30s. Art lore are a series of trends on TikTok that center around mocking and making fun of artists, often beginner artists. They would comment things like, new art lore just dropped. Oh! Or, oh, that's not. Just a slight way of bullying. Or, insert random thing here. Art. A good example of this is the Crockett situation. Crockett is a minor artist that drew their eyes up high on the head. Everybody was freaking out about it, driving the artist to quit. Everyone, let's come together and say that making a supposed minor quit is wrong. Even now, people are still doing it, saying, smile, guys, we're in the original. It's not just art. Recently, there was a gotcha creator just trying to tween hair, and everyone mocked. It got so bad she had to close the comment section. People really can't stand when they see new artists. You guys bully artists off the platform, and this happens every time. The art community will die out, and no one wants to touch it because how toxic it's become. But I just want to say, just general and respectful critique is fine, but you don't have the right to bully someone for their art, especially if you're a non-artist. Gain some respect and treat beginners decently. It's just going to worsen the art community more. Wow. Recently, people have been screaming about trypophobia, the fear/discomfort with a pattern of holes. People have been saying that people with the phobia have been commenting on posts saying, my trypophobia. Yes, I've definitely seen those comments, but not everyone comments that. And others have been triggering people with the fear for kicks. And sometimes they just put stuff that aren't that triggering, like a pattern on a ceiling, or the keyboard O. As a person with the fear, I find this disrespectful. Keep in mind, I'm not that scared. I'm not scared to the point where I'm SpongeBob in the dark taking out the trash. The pattern of holes is just a mild discomfort and grosses me out. People shouldn't be mocking a phobia. It's a fear. You can't control a fear. What if someone mocked your claustrophobia? Or arachnophobia? Yeah, not so good. Maybe mind your business and stop this bullcrap. Now, this isn't as big of a problem as the other three. If you know what brainrot is, you know what I'm getting into. If you don't know what brainrot is, it's mostly a set of words that are kinda weird. It's mostly affiliated with the show Skibbity Toilet on YouTube, but we're not talking about that series since it's a YouTube issue. We're talking about how people use words like Riz or Yacht against kids born in 2013 and above, also known as Gen Alpha. Gen Alpha has a bad rep, mostly because their generation where their parents, instead of keeping them company, shove an iPad in their face. This gets them addicted and they go crazy without it, so the parents don't really know how to parent properly. They single out the literal kids for using the words, while Gen Z comment sections are using the same lingo. This is just a case of hypocritical people that just dislike kids younger than them. Over with the female Gen Alpha kids, it's mostly the makeup debacle. Not so recently, kids have been wrecking makeup stores, making the testers and screaming at shoppers, employees, and even their parents to get them the most expensive makeup they see. Now, I don't know much about this, but this seems like more cases of bad parents on the internet. Little girls want to be pretty like the other girls, and their parents blindly agree and not put their foot down. It's just a bandwagon, and it's riding straight off a cliff based on how bad it's getting. There's a lot of different kinds of harassment, and they're all bad. Harassment is unwanted, uninvited, and unwelcomed and causes nuisance, alarm, or substantial emotional distress without any legitimate reason. Listen to me when I say this. No one should be harassed. Even if they're the next Jeffrey Dahmer. The person alignment is not an excuse for harassment. Now let's talk about all the different types of harassment. One kind of harassment is verbal harassment. That's where someone uses words to be rude, like mudslinging, gossip, insults, and even slurs. Another kind is sexual harassment. That's unwanted comments or advances from a person onto a non-consenting person, like sending nudes or explicit photos of themselves or making you send them. Then there's physical harassment. That's the point where someone could wind up in jail because of it. Sexual harassment can end up in jail too, just saying. It's where someone physically attacks another person. This also just could be threats. It's still bad. Still physical harassment. Now, how does this apply to TikTok? Sometimes on TikToks there'll be comments like, "You're going on my grape list," "I'm going to touch you," or words like "kill yourself." I get that sometimes it's just harmless fun, but keep those comments between friends that consent, and not just anywhere. People will take it seriously, and it's not okay. That's going to be it for this video. I don't know if I'll make a part 2, though. Put other problems you notice in the comments. Remember to love yourself, your respect is earned, and this Royal will be signing off until further notice. Bye-bye.